Ladies and gentlemen, you beautiful people, welcome back to me. Welcome back to you guys as well, I suppose. Let's have that. I'm a little late. It's 4 p.m. So let's fucking do this. In 3, in 2, in 1. Holla, ballers, and a bro fist to you all, because I'm back. I'm in the seat again. I forgot how hot it was under these lights. Got the shiny head going. Oh yeah, keeping it real. Welcome back, team. How are we going to start Drama Friday? With a return. After so long, 2 weeks feels like forever in the live stream wheel. How are we going to start? Hit it. Yeah! How's it going, bro?
Alright, mate, alright.
Are you good?
I'm a bit tired, but I'm alright.
You're welcome to the team!
I've seen you back, mate. Is your mic not plugged in?
Yeah, that's a different microphone. We have multiple. Whoa, ghosted out of nowhere. How's it going, brother?
I'm good, mate, I'm
Right,
good.
did I time my holiday the worst? Or what? The worst? Because what happened while I was away?
I had a kid. I had a birthday.
You had a kid the day I left, you fucking dickhead. The day I was leaving, you had a child.
Not good enough, mate.
The day. The very day. It's like, oh, I'm going on holiday today. And he's like, yeah, Sue's just going to labour. Really? Really? That's what's going to happen there. Motherfucker.
Tweaked your hormones, mate, to make you feel bad.
You did make me feel bad.
I did.
Because I had to fly away, like, and you sent me the picture, like, as I was leaving. Like, yeah. Keep your kid for 2 weeks. Keep it going. How's it going? Baby stuff.
Good, mate, really good. A lot different from Ava. Ava had all the whole baby things, like colic, not sleeping, blah, blah, blah. Thea's just bottle, vomit, shit, sleep.
Yeah, well, I still had to leave. So we're going to say that for the web show. We'll find out how little baby is. Because you've been off camera as well.
I have, yeah.
What else happened?
I had a birthday.
You had your birthday. It totally was unintentional. Emma did it. It was nothing to do with me. Emma booked the holiday. I didn't realise until you were like, yeah, it's my birthday. And I was like, it is your birthday. See ya. Which I got out of getting you a gift, though, which was awesome. Because I wasn't in the country. So technically, for me, it never happened. Which is good news, because now you're 1 year younger. How do you feel about that?
Don't get it, 1 year younger.
Because I skipped over a whole birthday. As far as I'm concerned, you never had one, which is pretty good. Yeah, such mates. No, I didn't forget. But I did get you a gift. It's pretty awesome.
Hang about. Whoa, before you even reveal it, tell them about the gimmick, because I know what it is. Tell them about the gimmick.
Alright, so you know when you go on holiday and people expect gifts like kids and stuff? Well, so that people don't get, we personally don't get out of hand, we have a game. It's to find the worst gift you could possibly find. And if you find the worst, cheapest, shittiest gift, and that's what you get. So, and it tied in well with your birthday. It took me a while to find. It did. This wasn't easy to locate, I want you to know. You couldn't just go to any shop and buy this.
I bet you could.
No, you couldn't. It was the only shop in the whole of Tenerife that had it, as far as I know. Are you ready, mate?
Yeah.
You can turn it over yourself.
So it's a magnet.
It's a magnet.
What's a dick? It's a faded banana doing weights that says Tenerife. Thanks, mate. Get off.
It's a weightlifting banana that says Tenerife on it in Biro or something.
It's faded.
It's been out in the sun for months and months. I saw it and I was like, perfect, a weightlifting banana. And I took it into the store and I went, I want to buy that. And the guy was like, do we sell these? Like, what the fuck? He looked at me like a crazy person. He was like, you want to pay for it? Why don't you just steal it? Is the face he gave me.
Do you not remember what you got me last time you went away?
No, I don't actually.
Do you want me to tell you?
Go on.
It was a 9-inch wooden.
Oh, I did buy a wooden cock.
A wooden cock.
I did buy a wooden cock. I
big.
splashed out.
Short story. Yeah, I put that in the back of my car after a web show. I keep looking in that camera, it's that one.
Yeah.
I put it in the back of my car after a web show. Took the girls shopping the day after, and my daughter said, Daddy, what's this? And I didn't look around because I was driving, but my heart sank because I knew what was the only thing in that fucking back seat. And I turned around, she's got her hands on this massive, polished wooden dick. I didn't turn around and said, Suzanne, just take it off her. Take it off her, please. I didn't want to look at it.
I can't even tell you the guy's.
But
Do you know the best part about it was the guy when I went to buy it. He looked at it like, "Where have you even found that?" And I'm like, "Bro, this is it's sun faded. It's been out there for years, and nobody's bought these. Years it's sat there, nobody's bought it." I did get you something else though, a shitty one.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Well, I hid it under my desk. You know why?
It's a big box though.
It is a big box, but there's nothing good in it. Do you know why you didn't know it was there? Because everything in here is for cunts. There you go. I got you that as well. But it's not as good as the magnet.
It's heavy though, mate.
Let's open it to check it. And I've got a funny story about this. Go on.
Bubble wrap.
Oh yeah, there's loads of it. It's really small.
Well,
I was going to put the magnet in it. I wouldn't get excited.
I know what it is. I can see through the paper.
It's... Oh, he's gone! You can't even see it now.
Mate.
Yeah. It better be the right one. Is it the right one?
Yeah.
It is? Good. Okay, good. Panic that it might be the wrong one.
Oh.
Which would fucking...
My hands are shaking.
You have to come back, though.
Mate, I've got red. Come here.
I'm just glad it's the right one.
Oh my god. Oh, I've longed this for so long.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Mate.
What is it then?
It is a limited edition 1:6 scale Kotobukiya model of Deathstroke.
Ooh.
It's a mate. Oh, mate.
The funny story is, I thought it was comics. I saw you linking like you're like, oh, these are cool and all this stuff on Twitter. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick it up. So it says when you order it, it's a Kobe Wagyu.
Kotobukiya.
Yeah, Kobe Wagyu Deathstroke comics. So I thought it was like the original Deathstroke comics. And then it arrived and I opened the box and I'm like, I thought I got the wrong thing. I swear to Christ I did. I absolutely swear that was... I thought it was comics. I generally did.
I can go now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
see you later, mate.
Tomorrow.
Let's have a drama show. Well, the web show is tomorrow. Web show is tomorrow, so we can get into detail and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck it is. That's the first thing I've ever got as a gift for him that I didn't know what it was. It's like usually it's a keyboard or some shit. But I have no fucking idea. Come back.
All right.
Yeah, I've even added you to the list. Right then. Tomorrow is the web show. We'll have well, considering I've been away for so long, the drama stories have become choice. And I get to select from a menu of stories, which has been really nice. So, there's some good ones tomorrow. Or a good one, at least. We always generally do one on the web show. So that is tomorrow, 8 PM GMT. But right now, we're going to have some good fun.
Completely incidental.
Oh, you're wearing a Deathstroke shirt? Yeah. I don't get why you like Deathstroke. But we'll talk about it tomorrow.
We're not going to gloss over that,
I cannot believe that isn't comics. I was so upset that I thought I'd got the wrong thing. Because I was like, he wants the comics. But no, not at all. Let's have some RP! Should we have some RP? Let's have some RP. Considering you can actually thank Ghosty that there's a drama time, because I didn't know it was Friday. At all. I've been so busy catching up with all this stuff. I have really just, I didn't know. You text me at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon saying, do you want me to come round for drama? I was like, yeah. Yeah, we should probably have a drama show. It is definitely Friday.
Excuse me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some RP.
Nice.
The DPS must flow. Now, this is where I fuck up your beautiful, beautiful designs by typing shit in. I'm really sorry that you had to witness this live, but this is how it goes down. Yep. Out there for a sec. Right then, let me pick some names. We need a female. Who we got?
Slow it down.
No, I know what I'm looking for. I know where I'm up to in my list, you see. I'm working through a list.
Oh, okay.
Ooh! That's a sexy name, isn't it? Can't say it, but it's a sexy name.
Can we say the first name?
No.
You can't say any name.
No, because I use the surnames, you see, so that people know it's them. Because there's like there's like 50 people on my Patreon called Bill. So every time I put Bill into a drama story, everyone was like, "Oh, thanks." I'm like, it wasn't.
That's good though, right?
Oh yeah, I'm just ripping everybody off. It was well good. Okay, I can't even pronounce this.
Where is it? Sevsikova.
Yeah. Sexy. I need another girl. And we'll have...
That's got to be one with the Z up there.
Yeah, I've had that one already.
Oh, you dickhead. You dickhead.
Okay. Who's a girlfriend? Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yeah. An older brother who will be... This is the brother. And can you just quote for me the description of this character?
Where am I looking, sorry? Wow.
It's the best thing ever.
Whingy Minge, male priest.
Whingy Minge.
I imagine that's like a queef. Like a high-pitched queef.
A whingy minge. Hopefully that'll fit in. Ooh, ever so slightly over. Outrageous. If I do that. Yeah. Boom. There we go. Those are the characters for our story to kick us off today. Are you ready? You ready? Let us begin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have our first drama story and welcome us back before a web show. It's a nice precursor to the web show, actually. My first run with World of Warcraft was that vanilla, yeah? Old school as fuck. I was 10, too young. And from school, and a friend from school let me create a character on his account. I made a Tauren shaman called The Beef. One of my earliest memories of WoW is sitting with X-Men, Bob's.
I remember Bob's.
And thinking of burger names for our Taurens. Took us ages. He got Q Pounder.
I remember Q Pounder.
He got Q Pounder. I got something else.
It was a druid.
It was. Q Pounder was a druid. Thinking of names for it was like the funniest thing ever at that age. Just like, what are we going to We'll be burgers because we're cows.
We did that with our monks, mate, with the word brew in it. It was amazing.
I died trying to flee flatland cougars. Old women.
I was going to say.
Yeah. I told him World of Warcraft is well shit and deleted my character, mate. Gave up, sham style. Years later, I was diagnosed with something called retarded. I got back into the MMO scene playing a game called Ragnarok Online. Mate. How beef does that sound? You play WoW, what are you, a pussy? Ragnarok Online, mate? Fucking dickhead. I leveled a thief into an assassin and kicked ass. I was 14 years of age. Pubes on the pitch.
Let's play.
And I continued to play this game for a solid year until I did run into Sekikova. Now, I just want to let you know this is about the most diabolical proof of how super nerds can meet IRL. Dun, 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 dun. We met at a Warhammer 40k painting session.
Nothing wrong with that.
Pure pussy at that.
How dare you,
If
mate.
you want to crush puss,
Mate, dripping puss.
dripping in puss, it's a gusher. Warhammer 40k painting sessions are a gush fest. It's a fountain in there. It's a water park, less the slides, all the tunnels. Dinghy needed. Yeah? Going ham.
Wow.
Got my brush, got my tiny little figure, going balls deep. Yeah? She was painting wood elves to look like night elves. Filthy bitch. That's transmog before transmog.
You're making them look like night elves.
Night elf guys.
Slag.
Slag, you filthy slag. I noticed this. I noticed this and began to talk to her about World of Warcraft. Hey, is that a night elf? Her eyes lit up. And she began to tell me everything about her druid. And bragging about how she was the leader of a guild. Oh, God.
Remember those days? I lead
Got a guild chat,
a guild.
did you? Well, hang on. No. Just don't give a shit. Cup's empty.
I wonder what the cup was for.
It's my care cup.
Ah,
Nothing in it.
Empty, mate.
Empty. She tried to get me to join WoW again. Recruit. Oh, she goes to recruit at Warhammer 40k painting sessions.
Cheeky.
Filthy
Cheeky.
bitch.
What a slag.
Fucking slaggy bastard.
Oh.
But I was all about Ragnarok Online, mate. I told her to go fuck herself and your fucking night elves. Flicked a model off the table. It was still wet, stuck to the wall, laughed in her face. We became friends after a while and began hanging out. At this point, I was growing weary of Ragnarok Online. Decided to take a break from gaming, but that didn't stop. From trying to convince me to play WoW. Every time we met, she'd tell me what her and her guild were doing, what raids they cleared, and didn't. It's a good conversation. Suck! Suck, bro. What are you wiping on? Dead minds! I was happy to listen and eventually got a little curious. Maybe I was wrong about that World of Warcraft. Maybe I should come back. But every time it looked like she convinced me, I would change my mind to tease her. It's not a tease, really.
Playing the long game.
The long game of
playing the
joining
long
World
game,
of
mate.
Warcraft? That's his game plan. If
like-
the longer I delay this WoW, the quicker I'll get into it.
Mate, this is textbook 50 Shades of WoW, yeah? Yeah, you treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen.
It's really
How have
funny.
you got this far in life without knowing that?
It's really funny you should say that.
Oh.
You see, my older brother, who's the older brother? Scott, taught me about girls. I need your professional opinion and that of the chat, as he has specific rules about feminism.
He's got a dentist system, right?
He's got a system. He's got a system. Here you go, guys. Here are the rules about girls. And girls in the chat, confirm, deny. Rule number 1. Don't even give a shit. Rule 1, mate. Don't give a shit. If a girl wants to talk to you, she will. And if she doesn't talk to you, who gives a fuck? Brackets to the rule. This doesn't disregard the girl and her feelings. It meant don't let your heart or your dick rule your brain. Never go and talk to a girl. Ever. She will come to you. As the prize of the clan, she will come to you and offer herself. That's the rule number 1. What do you
Do you know
think,
what, that's like kind of the rule 1 for what a super bad style Jonah Hill would say.
Yeah, exactly. He has no clue. Never go and talk to a girl. Never.
Yeah, you mate.
You look like you give a
bullshit
shit.
off the bat. You think through the divining rod. Yeah.
You really look like you give a shit now. Did you talk to her first? Well, you failed.
You fucked up.
You fucked right
you
up
fucked
there.
up. Pick
You're-
another one. Pick another one to
I
not
can't
talk
believe you
to.
went and talked to her. Talk about ruining it. As soon as she heard your voice,
Carry on.
she probably despises you
Yeah.
now.
You
Hello?
idiots.
Rule number 2. Always give compliments.
How do you do that if you don't speak to them?
You have a lovely voice.
Thank you.
You have a beautiful beard.
You are glowing with that tan.
Yeah, you look literally pregnant with your glow.
Wow.
Did I win?
You
It was a
did win.
compliment.
You did
It was
win.
rule 2.
Bravo.
It was rule 2. I gave her a compliment. You'll be surprised how people's opinions of you can form simply by telling them that they're great, especially if they're a teenage girl. This doesn't mean, brackets, don't give insincere compliments, however, or take advantage of girls with low self-esteem. No, I love you. I know we first met.
Now, how about that blowjob?
But if you think her hair looks nice or her hoodie is cool, then why not tell her?
Because you just
It's a
fucking
good philosophical question,
said
right?
to not speak to her.
Not first. If she speaks to you, then you're in. And just
So what's she
bombard her
gonna-
with compliments.
That's what I mean, though. What, her opening gambit is like simply hello.
Oh, then you
Fine.
gotta come back like a machine gun. Like a machine
Nice
gun.
hoodie, your hair's lovely. What a face. Are you sunbed? Oh my god, is that makeup? Are you naturally like that? Jesus Christ, we should pork.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta come back like a minigun of compliments. Rule 2. Rule 3, you'll love this. Rule 3 then, maintain an edge. No one likes a yes man. So tease her a bit as well. Stretch the boundaries. Make risque maneuvers. I love what you've done with your hair.
Just
but
stop.
your face looks like a dog's dick.
That's not a risque manoeuvre, mate.
It's
But
pretty
here's the
risque.
thing. I'm with you to there because I've just read what the next line is, where it says, "This doesn't mean be a prick and mess with the feelings." Are you fucking kidding me? You are send her on an emotional roller coaster. Yeah?
What's it called in the dentist system? Sort of like now abuse emotionally.
Yeah, exactly.
Sever all emotional
And
contact.
then separate entirely.
Yeah, emotional reliance. This doesn't mean be a prick or mess with her feelings. Are you listening, boys? These are the rules you need. Or upset her. It just never hurts to keep things interesting. So instead of saying her hair looks horrible, say what she's done with it is interesting.
That's an insult though as well, isn't it?
It's very passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Keeps her on her toes. Risque maneuver according to rule 3. It's risque maneuver.
Interesting choice with the hair.
Don't pull the face.
You've got to pull the face.
Don't pull the face.
You're not
No,
insulting.
Don't pull the face.
You're not insulting, but you're projecting your feelings towards something that you've not yet set a negative status about. Yeah, it's like, nice hair. You know, it's an interesting choice, but
What's the worst passive aggressive insult? Like, oh, well, your shoes do match.
you know what? There's a guy who I work with who's the king of passive aggressive.
Oh, is he?
And he winds up one of the younger lads, and he's just like he's not a skinny lad, but he's not a fat lad. And the guy who does the comments is called Andrew, and he's working away, and this younger lad start like have a direct childish jibe at him, and he'll turn around and say, "Jesus Christ, if I was your age and I was that fat, I'd be really upset."
It's not passive aggressive.
No, it's like he didn't call him
That's
fat.
just painful.
He didn't call him fat, but then when he's down sort of thing, then he says to him, I mean, look at you, you've got childbearing hips. You know, like sort of like long play comments. Just rips.
I don't like your
as
passive
opposed,
aggression.
as opposed to saying to someone, "You're a cunt." You do it indirectly.
That's
Christ,
just painful.
if I was
I'd
that
sit
big at
with
your
you
age,
for hours.
if I was that big at your age, I'd be really upset.
I'd probably brood over that. Right, but rule 4 though,
Anyway,
not
go
finished. The fourth and final rule, gentlemen. The fourth and final rule.
It's one that bullshit. I've read it.
Never, ever mix alcohol and sex.
Always mix alcohol and sex. Idiot.
Never. It's not like the hint though that you think you're gonna get lucky that night. Want a drink? No. Water, please.
We're not. You know what that means, don't you? I'm not drinking. We fucking.
Exactly. I need to be on my 80 game if we're gonna perform tonight. Also, part of rule 4. Do not trust her. Supply your own condom.
Wow.
Some dark shit in these rules, isn't
Mate.
it? This is a dark image of the girls, his older brothers. Scott, whatever happened to you, bro? Let it go, man. Let it go, dude. But you should bring your own condom. That's good
You
advice.
should do. That's your job.
Wrap that shit up.
You have 2 jobs.
But-
Bring your own condom.
But getting a
Fuck.
condom on really, really drunk is hilarious.
No.
It is. Takes forever.
Mate.
Slimy.
You just no. You need
Spermicide.
You need a solid circular grip.
Yeah.
Rest on the tip. Brace
Why
yourself.
did you rub
Wait.
your lips?
Wait.
That's gross.
Wait a minute.
You
Listen.
rubbed your mouth.
Because I was getting excited. Here's the part where it does hurt for a fraction of a second, but once it's done, it's done. It's like ripping a band-aid off, but putting a condom on. Rest it on the tip, yeah? Make a diameter to your cock, so I'm thinking like a Coke can. Then just go, make sure all your fingers have got to come in play as well.
See,
And then just
well,
straight,
I'm really drunk.
Just brace yourself straight down the shaft like a fucking ball. Poof! It's on.
It's never as worse as the pull-off.
Oh no, mate, that's where you're wrong. That's a game.
That's not
That's
a
a
game.
game. No,
It sucks.
you're on your back. You curve your back enough, and you pull it off by the tip in sort of like an elastic band fashion, and then pow! It's across the room, mate. Is there going to be
I
excess
feel like you're
damage?
taking it off too quickly.
No,
I feel
no,
like
no,
you're
no,
trying
no.
to get out of there just so you can get a
No.
good ping.
No, you need to wait until they're up, creating a target vector.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What about spray?
spray.
It goes off like a Catherine wheel.
Oh no, you want it so that if you get a good release,
saying.
no, on impact, on
I
impact,
don't know where I've gone.
yeah,
Just so you know, this is disgusting.
it's like a spunky impact.
Just so you
It's a
know.
spunky impact.
Mate, you come in here talking about some bird's massive fucking growler the other week, and
You
you
did.
think that us playing spunk games is disgusting.
I'm not talking about cum flinging, am I?
Well, that's an unintentional byproduct of distance,
It is.
to be fair.
We're talking about fun things though, not man-eating growlers. Go on, get out of it.
Anyway, so those are the rules. If we're all clear now, we've got the rules. So go forth and conquer, guys. Hit up those Warhammer 40k painting sessions. Don't speak to any girls. and allow the sex to occur.
Yeah. Just wait for the sex to come to you.
It's paint away. Paint away. Flash forward a year. I was 16 and loving life. School was easy. I had a part-time job in the back of a gaming shop, keeping the place tidy. Janitor. But mostly just testing pre-owned consoles. That's pretty cool, actually. Unless you get... No. Wait. No. Bad. You know why? Because you're going to get them rushes of well shit games and have to test them all. Bummer.
Pre-owned, it says so.
Yeah, pre-owned. So when someone goes out and buys, like, some shit game like The Division... I'm joking.
I know you are, bitch.
I'm joking. Like Overwatch. And I'll return them...
What is wrong with you?
Just triggering everybody.
Cock!
Just triggering everyone. CC's pizzas forever. And then come back and test them. For hours on end, and I even had a girlfriend. But she was called Kedval. I still to this day reflect on those times as some of my happiest. Now it should be noted that Kedval didn't like games and would tease me about being a fucking nerd. She sounds like a Big Bertha.
Big Bertha?
Now bend over.
You gonna get fucked.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah, take it, nerd.
Wanna play a little video game, do you, little bitch? She came over and I was playing something. She didn't understand computers.
Carry on 1 minute. What are you doing?
That's me trying to understand a computer. Nerd. She didn't understand computers very well either. And now that I think back, I need an explanation for what is going on right now. This is the weirdest thing you've ever done during a live show.
I needed to do it. I fucking reek.
We had to pause the show so I had to go put deodorant on.
No, when you give me that present, I really perspired. And I reeked, and I'm sitting here and I can smell
Oh, it's in my mouth now. Motherfucker.
Good!
Fucking hell. It's like alcohol.
Sorry about that.
It's so weird.
Hey, come
They
on.
can't smell you. And I'm alright.
I
You
can
burped
smell
that
it.
far away from me before. It's fine.
I feel
Anyway,
kebab.
she didn't understand computers very well either. And now that I think back, she wasn't very clever in general. Oh, you're stupid. It all makes sense now. You're not very bright. Oh, okay. Now I can tell it. But damn, she had a really nice ass and a tongue piercing. So, you know, I do never like the tongue piercing. I never had a tongue pierced. Not anymore. School day.
I'm on the other end.
Sue's never had hers pierced, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Do you like it? I felt like I was playing a game with it.
So
It
did I.
distracts me from the passion. And then I was trying to like flick it and stuff and do stuff to it. It all became a bit of a thing. Not for me. This is why we got rid of another piercing. It was at this time that Kata hit. Kata hit and Sevkova would not stop telling me about how Kata was amazing. After a few more months of pestering, I caved and began playing World of Warcraft. I made a warg and rogue, joined a guild, leveling up to 85, and after running a few dungeons with a guild, was invited to go raiding. Best guild. There isn't much to say about my raiding experience. I showed up on time. That's like an in for most guilds.
This guy's in.
Yeah, didn't stand in the fire. Did pretty good deeps. Not top 3, but good enough to stay in Team 1. It was a pretty casual raiding guild, though. Really. There were some signs.
You're such a fucking
All right.
twat.
Everyone's going, oh, at least.
You are an elite.
I know.
was just going to
Drink
say
it in.
that.
Drink it in. Oh. I started hanging... Not first in DPS. Scum. I started hanging out in Ventrilo. Got to know the other guilds pretty well. I mostly talked with Sevikova. I love that name. Fuck, I banged that name. Not cheating on my wife, it's just a name.
Change him his name.
If I could do that.
Natter as
If I
fuck.
wouldn't even change something sexy, it'd just be hilarious all the time. But otherwise, there was not much else, no one else of interest or drama in there. Apart from, though, there was that one guy. And there's always that one guy. Fleming. Who was a minge. He was a pretty good priest. But he had a squeaky voice. Well, it's described as a squeakily deep voice. Like a teenager?
No, how do you do squeakily deep?
It says it's a squeakily deep voice, if that makes sense. But from someone in a casual rating guild, I'm sure it does.
Oh, I met this.
You didn't pick up on my insult.
I met up this proper fat, skinny guy the other day, mate.
Skinny fat is a thing. It is. Skinny fat is a thing. Skinny fat is when you're not fat, but it's just because you've never eaten anything. But you're not, you know what I mean? You're not bro science. You hearing me? Idiot. Idiot. And he had no sense of humour at all. Hey. He really didn't like it when I made cheeky comments in Vent. I'd always be greeted with an exaggerated whenever I made a flirty pass at someone.
Do you know what that sounds like? Not as a flirty pass. Joro. Right? The only time, I mean, he's been playing the Division with us, the only time that, like, if he's not saying something, the only time that you can hear that he's there is someone will say something that is genuinely funny. And you'll just go,
there's so much effort in keying up to Sai. Yeah. Isn't it most... Yeah. It's so much effort.
It's worse if you've got auto detect on, because it means you've moved your mic closer to your mouth.
Yeah.
So you just go,
yeah.
Bastard.
If you're keying up to Sai, stop. Stop it. I figured pretty on that he had the hots. Oh, he fancies Sakova. Oh, and he's going to sigh his way into her back door.
He's going to sigh his way into a devil's three-way, mate.
Mm-hmm. Always jumping on Vent as soon as she logged into WoW and always trying to make her laugh. But because he wasn't funny, it was pretty cringy. We all know that one teenage guy who just can't make a joke to save his life. Reddit. Times that by 2. Most of her attention was directed to me, unfortunately. Hey. As I was the guild noob, and since her and I were seeing a lot of each other IRL, I was winning this particular battle. Milady. Milady.
McCream pie.
You guys will probably think I'm a noob, but for the first time ever, I read the whole neckbeard at the game shop copy pasta thing. No, not that one. It's the whole story of the guy who goes to the game shop and there's a girl behind the counter and then a ninja turns up behind him and stuff, and it's like the whole story. It's just the best thing fucking ever. I was reading it, and because I was lucky enough never to have read it before, and I was reading it, I was going, this is amazing. It's so fucking good. Cream pie.
I'll tell you about that in a bit, why it's so
What
funny.
the fuck?
It's so funny. Right, I'm sorry to take it off topic. It's a really short one. They were talking about, on Reddit, it was Pornstar AMA, and they was talking about, like, so you're comfortable with all these, like, fucking neckbeards, like, asking you all these penetrating, excuse the pun, questions. And obviously she replies, and someone puts Milady, and underneath it someone put McCream pie, and it was the funniest thing I ever read.
I'll link out. Remind me at the end of the show, and I'll try and find it. It's all good. All right then. So he's winning the battle IRL. The mail that changed everything. In game, of course. Oh, he sent him an in-game mail. What a douchebag with written sigh. One day I got an in-game mail from Fleming telling me that I was talking too much on Vent. And talking too much to Sakova. And taking up too much of her time. And this was causing guild progress problems as a whole. Wow. She should be working. You're taking that away from her. With your fun? Stop. Stop taking my girlfriend away from me.
Girlfriend?
He believes they're married at this point, right? She talked to him once. You're holding the guild back with your conversation. I should leave the guild, is what he said in his mail, to get progress back on track.
I should leave. Oh, he should leave.
Yeah, he should leave the guild.
Okay.
Leave the guild. To give you some perspective on how shit of a guild this actually was, we had only killed Magmar on normal after 2 months. I'm saying nothing.
You should say something.
I don't want to say anything.
Say something. No, you've
Magmar's a tough boss. Omnitron, very, very hard.
You're putting yourself out as a bigger elitist prick by like doing this now.
I just laughed and screenshotted the mail and sent it to my friends, including Sokovia. The next time I logged in, I found out that we were looking for a new healer. Poor old Fleming was kicked for bullying! Cyberbullying! It's a cyberbullying in-game mail. Shit, dude. I felt bad. I didn't mean for him to get kicked. So I talked to Sokovia. But apparently, she fucking hated his guts.
Good.
And I've been looking for a reason to actually kick him. But because he was a healer, turned up on time and did his job, she didn't really have one. He was also sending her apparently weird in-game mails. I fucking love you. I would tell you on vent, but I don't want to disturb the raid, my lady. I can't believe someone would try and make inroads. Anybody tried to get fucked via in-game mail?
Maybe in other games years and years ago. Not game mail, no, just chat. No, not specifically mail.
Yeah, I'm talking about a game that has chat, but you decided that it'd be better if I wrote this to you.
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's go forward a month.
That's well too hard work for pussy, that.
You're talking about a guy who keys up to side.
Yeah, but you're
Nothing is off limits. A month later, we had our first IRL guild meetup. It turns out most of the guild went to Sokova's school, and they were more of an IRL team than I realised, which is how the guild initially formed. We went to one of the guildies' house and had a good old-fashioned British teenage house party. Oh, well, it was all cigars and, of course, port and sherry by the end of the night, but it did start with a good old game of croquet.
Buzz killing. That laugh was really good, by the way.
I've been working on it.
British,
I spent
mate.
2 weeks on holiday doing that.
That guy's British.
I spent most of the pie getting to know all the guildies, but there was this one guy. He just spent most of the evening kind of just hovering around groups of people, like a lost fart. I would watch him from afar as he approached a group, didn't say anything, and just moved away again.
I imagine this at you.
You know who it is?
You.
We used to do this at school, and you might have been involved in this in high school. Is if we had a circle, because everyone forms a circle in high school, right? You have to talk in a circle, and then step in front of someone to close the circle. You'd set it up beforehand as a gag. It's well funny. Is you'd all be talking, and then you just kind of like close the circle in and just edge someone out completely. I love doing that shit.
Such a dick.
I was always a dick. From day one, born a dick. So fucking good. Okay. Eventually, Sokovia joined the group I was with, doing that teenage girl thing where they pretend to be way more drunk than they are. She lent on me, put her arms around my chest. At high school, that's good shit. That's basically sex at that point. It's good.
No, it depends.
Oh, it is.
No.
Especially if they go for the old cock feel.
Oh, then. God, that's a different thing
But
entirely.
they're drunk, the hand fell. I know what you did.
Put her arms around your chest, that's not fucking. Unless.
In high school, it's close.
You thrust her with your boner and gauge your reaction at that point.
Penetrate, see what happens.
No.
Maybe go have some chicken.
Just smack her with the meat.
What? Stand next to her?
No,
Whack
yeah,
her.
no. She's hugging your chest, man. You turn round, you just like use your body momentum to fling your dingus into her, like on a leg or
You're wearing
something.
loose pants, sir.
Like hammer pants. And it's like
Hammer pants.
So it just goes-
Like polyester kecks.
gauge your reaction from that.
He did it. And then the group of fart. The group of fart. The lost fart eyes lit up. I saw it from across the room as he paid attention and just stared at us. And then he spoke. For the first time, I heard his voice. It was Fleming. He tried to get Sokovia to come and have a conversation with him alone, saying, "Can we just have a private chat at a party?"
Who does that?
I know someone.
I know someone who did that as well. I bet we're not thinking of the same thing.
Probably. I don't know. I know you're all having fun. Can I have a quiet word? No.
Was it a house party that we went to?
No, I think it was something else. Anyway.
Oh.
But she shrugged him off. No. Can we go and have a quiet word? No, we can't. After 2 more attempts, she straight up just said, "Fuck off." I like this girl. I like her. I chimed in for her to leave her alone. Oh, you white-knighted. You white-knighted, boys. She clearly didn't want to talk to him. To which he just glared daggers at me and went home. I asked him, invited him. Who the fuck invited him? And Segova told me she felt bad about kicking him from the girl. They thought this might cheer him up. So I decided to change the subject and moved on. Other than that, it was a pretty good house party. So the next week we had another raid, nothing too special. We wiped a few times before making progress. I hear footsteps stomping up the stairs, to which I assume was Scott, my older brother, in his football boots. But then my door swung open and it was that behemoth of a girlfriend I had.
Did it say that?
No.
You dickhead.
There was stomping involved.
she
It was
plumbed
Kaval.
He thought there was a fucking attack coming up the stairs.
Why would she be mad? I'm just thinking about it and I kind of guess what might have happened here. She was more angry than I'd ever seen her. I took off my headset off one ear. Class. Your girlfriend walks in, super fucking mad. What is it worthwhile raiding? What?
You
All
have
right.
my divided attention.
It's exactly what, literally 50%.
Yeah.
With one eye still on the screen. It could not be more 50%. What?
What?
I'm raiding. You shouldn't be speaking
No, it's
to
that,
me.
it's that face. It's that face where you don't want to say anything, so you just go, you just go.
If I was out playing pool, you wouldn't be here. I took my headset off with one ear free and asked her what the fuck she was wrong. Still dishing out the deeps all the while because the deeps must flow. Oh, he said the name of the story. Did you say?
What?
It's the name of the story, look.
Oh my god.
She started yelling like a banshee. Oh, ah! About how I was such an arsehole. Can we do this later? And how dare I? How dare I?
How dare I?
How dare I?
dare I?
Excuse you! Excuse you! To which I simply asked her, the fuck are you on about? At this point, some girls in vent began asking what all the shouting was about and joked that my mum was probably mad about something. Oh, busted. And then they moved straight on to they fucked your mum jokes. It's a cool part of the story. Then it's his mum. I fucked her.
Your mum's a slag.
She's mad because I didn't come. Looking lazy bitch.
Fucking no, man.
Calls that a blowjob. She came over to me and began flailing.
She had a pair of keys in her hand as well, mate. Proper windmilling in.
While screeching. I used my elbow to push her back. Oh, give her a move, mate. Move. Move, mate. He gave her a proper move, mate. Because that was the closest we'd come to killing Alice Razor. Dude! No, not right now. I wanted that mount. Kedval tried to slap me, but instead knocked my headset back onto my ear. Class. To which I thanked her. Yeah, he's not coming away from this PC. He's being battered, he ain't going nowhere. Just ducking and diving, bobbing and weaving, going into the pocket.
You got two choices at that point, mate. It depends which way you're inclined. You can either just turn around and literally just scream in her face.
Oh, you turn into Neo.
No.
Yeah, listen.
No.
Yeah, you're flailing at me, pretend to flail, and I'd be like that, and then I'd just go.
No.
I'd give it a lap.
Just give her a jab.
By the throat.
Yeah.
Put the bitch down.
I'll be with you in a
do
minute.
that. Don't do that. Don't
No,
do that.
don't do that.
Don't do that. Everything else is story. Go ahead. Okay. She tried pulling me out of my chair. Scott then rocked in, Big Brother style. Came in with a drop kick to the face. Boom! Sorted that bitch out. Stomped a mud hole. Gave her a stunner. Called it a day.
Got the title pin, mate.
Yeah, no, he didn't do that. As I spent so much time on WoW with Sikova, she had her doubts about the two of us. After assuring her that nothing was going on because it was a game, and I couldn't get my dick through there, and that despite my flirting, she was just a good friend. Oh, you flirted on vent in front of your girlfriend? Dick move.
What a knobhead.
Dick move.
You can't just float that in there.
Dick move. What are you doing? Yeah? She calmed down and went home. Never even left his chair. So you just assured her and said, nah. She went, okay. And went home. She is stupid.
When did you talk? No.
Not before asking for the name of whoever sent her that message.
Sent her that message. Someone messaged to Mrs.
I went to
His
go and
message.
find her. Found her crying to Scott. He gave me a look as if to say, get out of the room. And get her out of my room and fucking deal with this. Older brother style. There. There. So I did. It turns out she had received a friend request and message over the good book.
I know who it is as well, mate.
Yeah, the good fucking book.
That dirty fucking priest, didn't it?
Telling her they knew me and that I was cheating on her, that my wick was wet with Segovia, as I'd spent all this time with her. It turns out it was Fleming. So the revenge then. I skipped school the next day and waited outside of Segovia's school, where Fleming also went. I texted her to let me know when he'd left and follow him so I could cut him off at the pass, mate. Should have seen his face when he saw me there. It was fear. Fear. I didn't even do anything to him. Just asked him why he did what he did and made sure he couldn't run away.
Pussy.
He told me that it was my fault. It's all your fault. It was my fault that he got kicked. And more importantly, that he was in love with Sekova. And it was my fault that they hadn't got it away. And he said in his words, I had pulled her away from him. Should note here that Sekova had come along and was hiding in earshot of where we had been waiting. Poor fucker. She was kind of thinking it was funny. Bummer, dude. Oh, this is the kind of shit that really sends someone down the hole. After his whining about how it was unfair and that he truly loved her more than she could realise. And I was nothing more than a flirty asshole. I let him know that if he ever fucked with me, my girlfriend, or Sekova again, that I would find him and I'd kick his ass. He said, what? And I just punched him in the gut and left. Example.
That's what you have to open with.
That's the opening gambit.
Yeah.
The opening gambit.
You speak to them, you give them the open door to retort. You don't want to do that. Pow!
Pat round the kiss.
Yeah.
Sekova joined me afterwards and we went to get some bastards and talk about what had happened. Oh, if you turn out to fuck this girl. And then I fucked her. Which was a real plot twist. She admitted that she had feelings for me initially, but when I got a girlfriend, that she was just over it and didn't really give a shit anymore. I was a little surprised and apologised to my flirting and let her on. We finished up, hugged, and went our respective homes. After we continued to raid in the guild until we all split for university when I stopped playing WoW completely. I broke up with my dumb girlfriend a week before leaving for uni. All contact kind of ended there and then. We should break up. Okay. Bye. I was still friends with Sekova and Luna and eventually ended up dating. And are still happily together. They did! Plot twist! He banged it! Warhammer 40k. Painting session. Dripping in puss. Crushing puss. Yeah? Space Marine puss. Not sure what ever happened to Fleming though. But I kind of regret punching him. Oh.
It's that kind of remorse that breeds weakness.
You are so Cobra Kai.
Should have just swept the leg, mate.
You are so Cobra Kai. Right, what? We're good for time. Oh shit, it's 10 to.
Is that bad?
I hate when you're on drama time. We only got through like one story.
No, do you know what? In fairness,
No,
because like the main critique that I get when I'm here is the fact that I break up the stories too much, which I do. So I think to myself, I'm not going to initiate conversation. You're going to initiate it.
Yeah, I definitely instigation.
That's it. Cunt. This man.
Oh yeah, totally. Crushing puss.
You should get that in a t-shirt. Crushing puss.
It's pretty well known by now.
Is it?
Yeah. From South Park. You haven't watched the latest season of South Park?
I've not watched like 15 years worth of it.
Well, good. Right, okay. Let's do the RP story. Right, I'm definitely picking this name. Looking Shifty. What was that?
For God's sake.
Oh, it's... It's my son. It's all good. It's my son. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have our squad. Yeah, I know what it is. He's very excited to be home.
You missed that then, mate. Max is home. Says you're a cunt.
Your 2-year-old son just walked in, didn't say anything in real English, and then just went, Dad's a cunt.
Put his car keys down.
Put his car keys down. Alright, we're going to go fast. Hello, preacher! And hello to everyone watching. This is why we changed the time of drama time.
Ah.
I started playing WoW in that vanilla right around the time Blackwing Lair dropped. Like so many others, I was drawn into WoW after watching my buddy, Looking Shifty, play his level 20 or so Orc Shaman. I was hooked the moment I saw him flying into Orgrimmar on a Wyvern with that awesome Horde theme music playing over the speakers. Oh, desktop speakers, never forget.
I miss speakers.
Yeah, I'm lucky I've got the TV. I went out and bought the game immediately. That's if. I went out and bought the game immediately. Before I could finish installing it, though, I found out that another RL buddy of mine, Kvalheim,
Nice.
also played WoW. Except Kvalheim was level 60 and said he was doing endgame content, mate. Molten Core. Yeah? Scrub? Kvalheim told me I should roll on his server so we could play together and that he'd give me some golden shit to help out. But I won't know, mate. The only catch was, Kvalheim was on an RP server. With a name like that, fucking right he is. He said that there was definitely a lot of RPers there, but it wasn't that bad, and that there are plenty of people who like to do PvP and PvE in that, mate. Mainly RP, though. I talked it over with Looking Shifty, and eventually, greed won out over RP concerns. We rolled characters on Kvalheim's server, the Scarlet Crusade. I knew I wanted to play a male undead clothy. Warlocks and these, that's right. But didn't know which one. So I leveled one of each to 10 to get a base feel for them. Settled on the priest, mate. Nothing wrong with that. I liked having the option to heal, and Shadow Form looked awesome. Didn't work out for you, did it? Vanilla Shadow Priest, what? Oh.
So good.
Nope.
Yeah, they were.
No, they weren't.
You were good at PvP, mate.
PvP though, mate.
I fucking PvP'd in Vanilla the Shadow Priest.
Mate.
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 And a rogue, mate.
Mate, I was so out of manner, it was badass. But Shadowform did look cool, I'll give you that. Kvalheim was true to his word and showered us with gold, like 10 gold. And he even gave me a few of the BOE devout pieces. Dude.
2 pieces, mate.
Yeah, I was just going to say. Which at the time seemed so incredibly awesome. That is, getting your devout pieces given to you. That is fucking awesome. Never forget. What did you farm?
Shadowcraft,
Shadowcraft?
yeah.
Shadowcraft. I found some of the Valor, but then I just went straight to endgame epics.
You spoke to me like that. Sorry, I
Honestly, I tell you what I miss gear sets like that sets. One, they were so cool to farm and worthwhile, right? Even after I got like tier 2 and so on and so forth on my priest, I still went back to get the rest of my devout set. Because I wanted to finish it. It was just one of those cool things. I probably would have cared about transmog back then.
You should do it now.
No, I got too many characters.
Cock!
It's too late for me. I'm
Do it
lost.
on
It's
one,
too
I
late
don't
for me.
give
Leave
a-
him behind. I'm gone. I couldn't thank him enough. It turned out the What?
I'll never give up on you.
Thanks, man. It turned out the Kvalheim was in the only Horde guild that was even attempting to raid. They were working on that Ragnaros. I remember going to the Burning Steps and, as a ghost, watching in awe as Kvalheim's guild practiced positioning for various bosses. What? In Burning Steps? Losers. They're practicing positioning for bosses outside the raid. There was only one place that it was acceptable to do that, and it was inside Harjal for Archimand. That was it. I couldn't wait. You were there? Did you do Archimand with us? Jumping off the cliff with the tears? Yeah, he used to smuggle because we ripped the piss out of those people. We were bad people back then, you know that, right?
I wasn't a bad person.
Yeah, pretty bad.
No, I wasn't a bad person. I've gone worse since then. then I was intolerable back then. Now I'm just a fucking nightmare.
I wasn't bad back then because I'm so much worse now.
Yeah.
At one point, I think we used to stand at the bottom of the cliff in Hyjal and just stand there while he died, and I'd stand on his corpse just hit the ground. So good. Anyway, positioning and burning steps is what we're doing, team. It wasn't meant to be, however. Wasn't meant to be. I couldn't wait till level 60 and join Kvalheim and his dedicated group, but the majority of his guild quit WoW and went back to EverQuest. And in traditional WoW friend fashion, Kvalheim also quit playing and I never saw him in game again. So cliche, yet so true. You know what I mean? So Shifty, on the other hand. Looking Shifty, on the other hand, was a true bro. And we ended up playing together all the way through CBC. I should mention at this point, I wasn't very well liked by RP players on the server.
I get that a lot.
I can relate.
Mate,
RPs hate me as well.
RPers hate me for no reason. No reason. Apart from putting bodies on their server.
This is because, like the idiot I was back then, I thought it would be hilarious to name my character with Z's in it, which is apparently a big RP no-no. In case you didn't know, oh, I named her after someone called Mike Jones with a Z. In case you don't know, Mike Jones is a terrible, terrible rapper who had songs on the radio back then. Never heard of that in my life.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. Whenever I ran across people RPing, I would interject myself with Mike Jones rap lyrics, saying I was the spirit of Mike Jones. Needless to say, people got annoyed by that. That sounds really funny.
Who's Mike
Just come up
Jones?
to people who storm with dropping beats like Krispy Kreme, Twin
2012.
12, like right in the face. Getting on with it, also Vanilla Ice lyrics. Around the time I was level 40, I got into a group for one of the Razor Fen dungeons. And a couple of people in our group were part of the RP crowd. Ooh. Including our tank, Hopkins.
Strong name.
Hopkins was a level 60 warrior who was carrying us through Razor Fen for RP reasons. He was one of the more prominent RPers on the server. He's a very big deal in the RP circle, I'll have you know. He's a very, very big deal. I guess they only tolerated me because I was a healer and they needed a healer. That's right, that's vanilla for you. While the four of us were waiting outside the instance for Hopkins, I noticed a nearby night elf hunter killing quail boars. Feeling like being a bit of a dick. Ah! Excellent. A target. Come, victim. I flagged up and started running backwards and forwards in front of mobs he was attacking. Someone tried to do that to me once in a while, and then I thought,
It's auto-targeting.
it's auto-targeting. What are you doing? I was hoping he was a clicker and not a tab targeter. Eventually, though, it worked. The hunter attacked me, either by accident or out of sheer annoyance. I took him out as the other three party members just sat and watched. I remember feeling that arseholey smugness. All the smugs of killing this low level. But then I turned around and I saw that Hopkins had just arrived on his wolf from somewhere behind me. And I swear, before Hopkins could even say anything, I could feel his judgment bearing on me.
Busted, mate.
Sure enough, Hopkins took a knee and started to spit out RP self-righteous goodness about me being an honourless toad and not worthy of the Horde. Hopkins removed me from the group. Don't fuck with Hopkins, bro. Don't be ganking nobody in front of Hopkins, yo. Hopkins, though. Hopkins is it.
Busted, mate.
But Hopkins didn't stop there.
He did not.
Hopkins took it to the server forums. Oh, raise the roof! In an RP realm, that's the shit. Right there, you are in trouble. Hopkins wrote an entire RP story about the incident. Shit. Hopkins took a knee, bestowed upon you his wisdom, and then pulled out his quill. Pulled out his quill, dipped it in that ink, and began to scribe. Yeah? Scribe on parchment and shit. With his wizard hat on. A tilt.
Tilted.
Fucking Hopkins, man. No getting away from him. He turned this into an entire RP story about an honourless scumbag he had come across and how I didn't deserve to be in the Horde. It went on and on.
You just rinsed this guy completely.
Being it was an RP realm, people took it very fucking seriously. And I became truly hated. And now they had a legit RP reason for it. No, I don't really hate you. Okay, I'll touch your thigh. But RP wise, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I couldn't walk through Orgrimmar without being spat on. And people were giving me snide emotes and remarks. I even noticed people had stopped buying stuff from me on the auction house.
Wow.
It was a copper cheaper though. I couldn't get invited into groups. Oh, do I miss server communities? If you take anything away from this pretty funny story, server communities, that this could happen and it was well good. No ninja really back in the day because you were fucked. You were a leper. I couldn't get invited into groups. So I just went shadow, solo quested. This story must have motivated a bunch of RPers to report my name. Because shortly after that, I got an email from Blizzard saying that my name was in violation of RP guidelines. And I was forced to change it. It pissed me off. But I set out to get the last laugh. To this day, I'm still proud of what I did. I put in a ticket requesting to get my old name back. I justified it by saying that my real life name was Mike Jones. And that I was RPing as myself. Having died and come back as Forsaken in the game. What? RP the shit out of that, Blizz. Deal with it. Yeah? And then they check your account and notice that you're called, like, Turd Ferguson. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Mike Jones, huh? Turd.
I even had Looking Shifty make a character called Mike Jones so I could justify that the Z was on the end of my name. Well played. I was a little nervous that Blizzard might check my account for to see that my name was definitely not Mike Jones, but luckily for me, they just didn't give a shit and got my name back. Whatever. Fucking RP is sending me all this shit all the fucking time. I gotta ship this.
I would have made him jump through fucking
syphilis
hoops,
and
mate.
shit.
That's why I should work at Blizz.
Yeah, you
That guy would jump through.
You would have pulled out
fucking
your quill.
hoops,
oh,
mate.
really, mate? I went back to strut around Orgrimmar. I made sure to talk as much smack in general chat as I could, so the RP prudes knew I had won. I was more hated than ever, and I embraced it. I embraced the hatred. I let it fuel me. That is at least until I hit 60. Fuck. I realised that I kind of needed other people on the server in order to enjoy the game.
Change your name.
Shit. Even the pure PvE guilds wouldn't take me because of my volatile reputation. So I did the only thing I could. Put in another ticket. This time I basically reported myself and said that my name wasn't a proper RP name. And I was having a hard time getting groups because of it. It was ruining my RP immersion. That's the ticket. My immersion, bro. Blizz, please.
I can't get into character.
I thought for sure Blizz would call bullshit. But again, they didn't give a shit. And the GM whispered me saying the next time I logged in, I could pick a new name. Before I logged out, I went for one last hurrah. I got naked and jumped on the Orgrimmar mailbox and danced and yelled out some of the juiciest Mike John's lyrical wordsmith abilities I could find for all the RPers to enjoy. And after I logged in and changed my name to something inconspicuous, it was all fine. I ended up joining a really good guild on the server and no one was the wiser. I'm still playing on Scarlet Crusade this day, unfortunately as Alliance now. It's been my home for virtually my entire time of WoW. I'm currently in a guild full of old school friends and raiders from that vanilla and BC. We just got our server first Mythic Archie kill. Well played. And I gotta say, it's pretty awesome playing with friends for 8+ years. Even if it is on this backwater RP server. Thank you for reading my story and keep doing what you do. Boom. Boom. Ruining
Nice finish,
I'm
mate.
ruining my own RP with this name. Ruining it.
That was,
Ruining it.
that was a good story, mate. Solid story. Nice finish. Good story. In fact, they both were today, mate.
That's what I've got.
Yeah.
A good selection.
Yeah.
Good selection. I've got something even juicier
The
for you
cat
tomorrow.
that got the milk.
This
Yeah.
was the third story we were supposed to read. How I became the king of RP. I had no RP session built up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I'll have something special for you tomorrow. My kids are home. It's time to be a daddy again. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. The class guides are starting to come out. Not guides, the class analysis stuff. They're really long. It's the only way I can do it. The Affliction Wall at once, an hour and a half.
Well, you should say that, mate.
Just letting you know.
Call my Johnson class analysis as well.
Okay.
Same reason.
Thank you.
Really long.
Thank you, everybody. We'll talk more about the legacies and stuff tomorrow at the web show. So we're going to have good... Oh, link.
What link?
Okay. Let me see if I can find this really quickly. So, if you're on YouTube, you can disappear. I'll put it... maybe I can put it in there.
That's a subreddit.
Yeah. I think I've got it.
Is this what?
Yeah! I've got it. Nailed it. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Yes, we saw the Civil War trailer. We'll talk about it tomorrow. The link is in the chat, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Before we go, can you just leave us a message? Did the sound good? We're using 2 microphones. So does Ghosty sound better? Did you notice anything different at all? please just let me know in the chat as we leave.
Just
Mods, can you do the same? That'd be really nice. All right, guys. Bye-bye.